You guys may have watched the recent debate between Myron and Chian on their date. For those who don't know, Myron Gaines is the host of the Fresh and Fit podcast, where they guide men through navigating women, money, and fitness. They quickly amassed over 1 million subscribers and a huge online following. Internet celebrity Chian, who has gained popularity as a result of her show Grilling, in which she goes on dates with various men. By the way, I really don't know how else to describe her endeavors or profession. She is an influencer and an actress, in my opinion. In fact, if you go to her Instagram page, you'll see that she posts provocative pictures and videos there all the time. Regardless, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to show you some bombs Myron dropped on her show today. As much as the show is meant to be a date, ultimately, Chian interrogates the subject and asks him awkward questions like, "Do you give head?" Well, that's not a very polite question to ask on a first date, because the lies she tells are actual evidence of the decline of modern women. The show has a certain amount of humor. She is plagued by many well-meaning statements like, "Women want a partnership," "It's okay to be emotional," and many others. She has previously interviewed and dated Fresh Prince CEO Andrew Tate, which was awkward for her, but what Myron did to her is entirely different. It was a fun show, and Myron's comments are worth hearing. Keep watching, because I'll show you the lies that Myron told to show Chian that her ideas about dating were too high. And of course, some of the nonsense she uttered during the show. You'll adore this, I'm certain. The show lasts for about 40 minutes, but because it's so entertaining, it only seems like 10. In such a short amount of time, Myron was able to completely destroy this woman's reasoning, so that she was compelled to become frustrated. Among other things, she called Myron a misogynist and said he had some problems. Nothing new, however, in the sun. Anyway, at some point in the exchange, Chian was indignant because she didn't understand the issue of men submitting to women. That is a serious error that many men commit. Alpha men can change into beta men by making a lot of concessions. This means that they can let a woman take over their masculine power. One of the main problems with the majority of contemporary women is this. Although they claim to want something, they really have no idea what it is and hardly ever express what they want. No one can dispute that, but expressing this very notion is viewed as misogynistic. Because of this, a lot of men have abandoned the dating industry, turned into loners and sigmas, and adopted the Mgtow way of life. Clarity can't stand having to deal with a girl who is all over the place and can't say what she wants or how she feels. As Myron points out, a woman like that is unquestionably a liability. And because the majority of women in modern society want to push men to the limit, men are growing weary. Myron continued by using a very clever phrase, "We don't bargain with terrorists." I love that line, man. In actuality, he only stated that he does not give in to women. She says in response that it's okay for a man to act less manly sometimes. Such an abundance of sunshine, rainbows, sugar, spice, and all the good stuff, but the harsh reality is quite different. Despite her best efforts, she is unable to comprehend the challenges faced by men. When a man breaks down in front of a woman, he'll probably come across as weak and less attractive to her. Then she inquired about Myron's interactions with the female family members, and that was pretty much a fatality. In fact, Myron briefly discussed his upbringing on the program. The son of a Muslim couple who also has a sister, Myron grew up in New Britain, Connecticut. He goes on to say that his parents have a close bond in which his dad takes the initiative and his mother follows. In fact, his mother warned him against getting involved with these American and Western women because they wouldn't do the cooking and cleaning for you. They won't take care of you, and when you return, the house will be disorganized. Even Myron admitted that he would probably be a simp if it weren't for her. Myron was initially a little skeptical when he was young, but as time went on, he came to understand that everything his mother had said was true. If you watch his show, it's obvious that he has a ton of facts and anecdotes to support his claims. He may be contentious, but unlike Chian, he speaks from experience rather than making up ideas. Men are becoming more aware of the realities of contemporary women, and don't worry about being labeled misogynists for telling the truth about dating. I always have a tendency to give you guys helpful advice because of this. Chase a check, never chase a girl. May be a suitable phrase, but it goes further than that. Because they chase after women, men make the majority of mistakes. Therefore, improving yourself is a good general rule, especially now, when good Western women who are loyal are scarce. Myron continued the conversation at another point and dropped yet another nugget of information about women. In fact, the majority of women are liabilities rather than assets. In actuality, Mgtow doesn't care if that is fanatical or not because it is a very accurate statement. No matter how unpleasant or harsh it may sound to modern women, that is the fact. Women typically have bad habits when they first start dating, such as asking for excessive amounts of luggage, trips, dinners, etc. when they hardly deserve it. The problem is that she received all of that and much more. She is therefore unpredictable and intolerable. It is understandable why men would not want to make a whimsical woman grateful. That is a lot of work, and since we are all adults, why on earth don't these contemporary women confront their demons before beginning a new relationship? Of course not, that's a little bit too much to ask, and it's much simpler to rebound with Tyrone and Chad, get their body cast through the roof, and be disappointed that no man wants to commit to her. You are probably familiar with the procedure. Whereas the man frequently goes to the gym to get over a breakup, a woman uses multiple men to sleep with in order to move past a breakup. At least now, that is the situation. As a direct result, the man gets stronger and is worth more, but the woman has only improved her prowess in the bedroom. Speaking of carnal things, Myron, not Tyrone, makes the compelling argument that biology controls everything. And now for yet another informational bomb. He says that there is only one truth, and that there is no such thing as my truth. In a society where, as I said, ideology prevails over biology, feelings are prioritized over information, facts, and research. A significant reality that many men have found the strength to accept, no matter how uncomfortable it is for men to have to make things while women only have to keep their value. Because of this, young women can go to the VIP area of the club, but men have to move up, make investments, and be successful before they can do the same. Not that the world is unfair simply because I say this, and you ought to be upset about it as a man. It's much easier to do what I urge you to do. Accept this as reality, as Myron says, and continuously work on improving yourself. Because of this, men find Mgtow to be so alluring. Men face hostility in the current world, and that is what motivates me to create this kind of content for you guys. In today's world, the majority of women are gold diggers rather than wives or dating material. They are energy wasters and liabilities. It doesn't matter how much Chian wants to embellish the truth in order to convey the idea that contemporary women can make good partners. She does, however, consistently pose very unsettling queries. She not only inquires with the man across the table about whether he gives head, but she also implies that she does. She also asks each man if he would like to date her after she has slept with 100 men. By asking these rude questions, she is trying to make a case for women's rights or moral decline. I know it sounds strange, but I don't like to inquire about women's bedtimes on first dates. Actually, I'm not much of a dater, and I'm sure the majority of you guys feel the same way. Overall, men must improve themselves, which is a good thing because they do. In the modern world, being a fat girl is praised by the body positivity movement, while being a fat man is shamed. For women like Chian, these and numerous other blatant double standards are outrageous. She could be attractive and hot, but her dating and perspectives are fictitious, and they're not yours. I want you guys to stay strong, ignore bad dating advice, and work on getting better. Don't commit to these Western women, Myron's mother advises. I continue to wish you the best of luck. To give your support, click the thumbs up button. Please leave a comment below if you would like to see more videos like this one. Be sure to give it to the guys who are in the most precarious need of it.